Here we are in beautiful Costa Rica on the outskirts of Jaco. And we're sitting in an Airbnb looking out our sliding glass door at this gorgeous tree-filled mountaintop and this beautiful blue sky, amazing clouds, and this little compound that we're in is just beautiful, like well taken care of and so relaxing. You hear the water running in the background.
Yeah. This is really nice. You'd be surprised how affordable places are down here for you to stay. Check it out. It's really, really affordable. Getting here, the flight itself, not so much lately.
Yeah,
post-COVID. But once you get here, very, very affordable. The food, the accommodations. So we got to Costa Rica a few days early. Oh, wait, but before I start, check out the new t-shirts.
Woohoo!
Ed's wearing one of our older designs, but Ed designed this shirt. It's available on Amazon, and it'll get to your house in probably 2 to 3 days. So you can pick any color, any size, all that good stuff. Check it out.
Yeah, and we'll be covering most of what we do in the trip in our episodes that we'll release on YouTube and on the podcast, but we'll also have extra content on our Patreon. So if you really want to hear behind the scenes, extra fun stories,
the extra spicy stories.
Yes, you're going to have to check out Patreon.
Yes.
For those.
Yes, yes. Okay, so it was our anniversary a few days ago, and we arrived in Costa Rica to celebrate our anniversary, our wedding anniversary of 9 years. Swinging for 10. And we, together, actually. So we were swinging before we even got married. So a little unusual for us, but we have met other people that have done that, the same thing. So we arrive in Costa Rica, we get a car, go through customs, all that, super easy. If you've ever traveled internationally, you're familiar with customs, and it's pretty much the same. You just read what you can expect on the website, you show up, answer their questions, and you're done. Boom. So we rent a car. Thought that was going to be scary, but not so bad. If you're used to driving in rush hour traffic in a metropolitan area, you're fine. You just have to pay attention to the obstacles and things that are going on around you.
Right, right. Yeah, a lot of 2-lane roads, windy kind of mountain roads. So, you know, you do have to stay on your toes, but it's not as scary as what you might read online.
Right. You know, there's potholes, there's ditches, there's dogs running across this. Same stuff, right? People on bikes, children, blah, 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 blah,
right,
blah.
Right.
You just have to be aware. So wasn't bad at all. Would completely do that again. We drove 3 hours up to the volcano, Arenal Volcano. Mm-hmm. Stayed there for 2 days at one of the hot spring resorts up there. Oh my God. Amazing.
Yeah.
The mineral water makes your skin so soft. And each pool, they probably had 28 different pools.
Yeah, there were a lot, all up and down the mountain.
And each one had a different level of temperature. So you can check each one out. It was really fun. And almost every single pool had a swim-up bar. Bonus. So that was a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
Yeah, very relaxing. It's family friendly.
Yeah.
So it was a little odd seeing children running around, but it's definitely more of like a family resort, at least where we stayed.
Right.
But very, very nice, and we spent 2 nights there.
Mm-hmm. A nice precursor to the Swinger University takeover, so we wanted to be very relaxed and wanted to get well rested because we know this week is going to be insane.
Yeah.
So the second day when we were up there at Arenal, we did 2 excursions. We went to the La Fortuna waterfall.
Yep.
Very, very beautiful. You could swim near and around the waterfall. And then the other one was the Sky Bridge. I can't remember the name, so I'm going to have to look that up. That's it. Mystico. Highly recommend that. And get a tour guide, too, because they point out a lot of features and things that you may not see because the frogs are super tiny. They always know where they hide. They always know where the spiders hide and the birds and the monkeys and all that. So they also have binoculars for you to use. So it's recommended, and we had an amazing time. It was fabulous. We saw all kinds of great stuff.
Yeah. Great wildlife. The walking tour, we definitely got our steps in between the two places.
Oh, my God.
We probably walked about 4 or 5 miles,
Yes.
which was great, up and downhill. And
Toucans. We saw toucans.
We did see toucans.
2 different kinds of toucans.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then we drove here to Jaco yesterday.
Yeah. Then we took a different route through the mountains down to Jaco. Also very easy. Checked into our condo, met up with some friends that also came early, and we hung out in the pool for about, 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Cooled down. Then we all got dressed for dinner, and we had a taxi arranged to take us to one of these really great seafood restaurants on the beach where we could see the sun setting as we ate.
Right.
So there's a group of about 12. Yes, 12. 12 of us? Was there more than that?
There were
Supposed to be
18 minus
18.
4, so 14.
There you go. It was a fun group. Drinking, eating, talking about sexy things. It was a hoot. So we, spent about a couple hours there. And then the taxi ride home. Oh my God. So we've been drinking, right? And so we're super loud and we're super flirty. And a tour bus had pulled up, dumped off a bunch of people, and
what we think is a bachelorette party with probably about 30
or 40. It was a lot.
A lot of college-age girls basically jumped off the bus.
We're like, oh man, the party just got started. So we hijacked their driver, and we said, we'll pay you $5 a person or $5 a couple if you take us back to our condo. And he wasn't sure that.
Well, his van wouldn't fit all of us, so we ended up having to sit on people's laps to get home, which of course was not a problem. And It was a very short drive back here to the condos.
Yeah, it was fun. So we get here, then we go, of course, jump into the pool until security kicks us out because it closed at 9, which was a bummer.
Man.
But here's where we get to the card party. So we all go over to one of the other condos, and we decide to play a round of, was there a name for it?
Truth or Dare, but it was high card, Truth or Dare. So whoever drew the high card got to ask the question. And
you drew a lot of high cards.
I drew a lot of high cards, and I got really tired of asking questions. I wanted to be more participating and less question formulating. It was late. I was tired.
Yeah.
But I had some fun.
You had some good questions.
And good questions. A lot of good questions just in general.
Yeah, we did. We asked a lot of lifestyle questions like, what are your play styles? What are you most afraid of? What are you most concerned about? What are you most comfortable with?
What are you looking forward to this week? Because these are all people who are going to be here at our takeover for the next week.
So these are some good interview questions on, kind of leading up to consent and asking the right questions for consent and just kind of figuring out where everyone's at with their preferences in the lifestyle. So that was the intellectual part. And then the people that were a little more frisky and wanted to do some dares, that's where things got very interesting and very sexy.
Yeah, things got a little spicy last night.
Things did get very spicy last night.
And if you want to hear about all the spicy details, you're going to have to check out our Patreon episode because that's where we put the spicy stuff because YouTube doesn't want to hear the spicy stuff.
No, we can't. No,
and
we can't.
The podcast will include a little bit there. So,
but let's just say pants came down, toys came out.
Lots of that.
There was a lot of that. So we pre-gamed, which is why I'm tired and a little hoarse today. And I'm going to have to take a nap so I can pre-game again before the party tonight.
Right.
So here's what's coming up today. we are checking in around noon or 3, and then checking out of here, checking into the resort down the road. And then that's when basically all the fun stuff starts to happen. After you're checked in, you got your room, head to the pool, start drinking, start relaxing. And then at some point, we go back to the room, shower, get ready for a little meet and greet before dinner. And then we have dinner. And there might be a fun, oh, you know what? I think we're doing a walk through town tonight.
Yeah, tonight's the poker crawl.
Yeah, we're actually going to walk through town, hit a couple bars, see what the nightlife is like.
And hit the Cocal.
Yes. Do you guys know about the Cocal girls? So it's actually the name of a hotel, Cocal Hotel. And so talk about the Cocal girls.
Yeah, so here in Costa Rica, prostitution is legal. So it's highly regulated, government controlled. Everybody gets tested. The girls have to provide. They actually have like a license to practice. And the Cocal, this local hotel, kind of made it a big hangout for them. They benefit because the girls can rent a room, and the girls have a nice, safe place to hang out. And I say girls because that's just in general they look very young to me, but they're varying ages, varying sizes and shapes, and it's quite the sight. Like even if you're not interested in taking them up on their services, at least checking the Cocal out, it's quite the experience, and it's a fun place to hang out and get a couple drinks and hang out at the bar.
Yeah, so we've been there before. It was a lot of fun, and we are going to go back and see that again with everybody this time as well. And then when we get done doing the tour of the town, then there will be some playroom activities later. And I will say, this group is writing a lot of checks, and I'm not sure if they can cash all of them because there are a lot of expectations. Some of y'all brought an entire suitcase of toys. Like some people brought 40 toys.
Right.
And that's not even restraints and floggers and other things. That's just toys. I think somebody brought their sex swing.
Yeah, I think somebody is going to bring it, and I think they said it was portable, so they're going to move it around from the pool area up. Yeah, so who knows what's going to happen? It's going to be crazy.
This week, oh my gosh, is hopefully going to be insane. If it's not, I'm going to be very sad because I do have expectations.
Right, because people have been writing all these checks. We got to see what happens.
Yeah, because we've been chatting, several months before. So we're all geared up and ready to go. All right, everyone, tune into our Patreon content. Subscribe to that to get the sexy details of what exactly went down with the card game.